Robert Borosage joins me now. He is the founder and president of the Institute for America's Future, as well as the co-director of the Campaign for America's Future. Robert, welcome.
Pleasure.
Great to have you back with us. First of all, before we get into all this stuff that's going on, you guys are actually doing something about this with the Take Back the American Dream conference. Tell us about that.
Next week in Washington, Monday through Wednesday, over 1,000 activists will come from across the country. And we're partnering with a range of organizations, and we're laying out plans for the next 18 months to build a movement for the American dream, a movement that will protect the promise of America of a decent job and health care and retirement security and affordable home and a better education for your kids, all of which are at risk now. And we're going to lay out plans for demonstrations across the country, for an electoral strategy, and I think you're going to see the beginnings of a coalescence on the progressive side of the spectrum, trying to win this debate back and put before Americans the real challenges we face.
That's absolutely great. And by the way, for our viewers, I will be broadcasting live from the conference.
Terrific.
Via the Free Speech TV e-studio, which carries this program as well, and my radio show that's simulcast as television on Free Speech TV. So we'll be there, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is 5 days before the election of 2008. This is President Obama in Missouri. Take a look.
We are 5 days away from fundamentally transforming the United States of America. In 5 days, you can turn the page on policies that put greed and irresponsibility on Wall Street before the hard work and sacrifice of folks on Main Street. We will win this general election, and together we will change this country and we will change the world. Thank you.
Fundamental change. Change this country. Change the world. If I ever heard a call to revolution, not just election, that was it.
Well, we had that massive, economic crisis.
Yeah.
And you had a public that gave him a mandate for fundamental change. And he campaigned and asked for that mandate. And we had 59 Democrats in the Senate. We had a Democratic majority in the House with the most progressive speaker in our history, Nancy Pelosi. And in fact, the president put a set of reforms before the Congress on issues we have to deal with: energy, health care, the Recovery Act, financial reform. And most of his measures were cautious in their conception, to be kind. Many of them were very cribbed. But even then, he had his head handed to him. The entrenched financial interests were able to dilute the Recovery Act and weaken it, delay health care and take out the public option and strip it down, dilute financial reform, and just stop the energy bill completely. And so it's a lesson to us, I think, to progressives. We have got to build an independent citizens movement that, if Barack Obama manages to be reelected, and we hope he does compared to what the choice is going to be, that is driving this debate and exposing the people that are standing in the way of the changes we need, and providing the wind behind his back that breaks the limits of what is a very timid debate, and then a debate that's going foul, even despite how timid it is.
Yeah. So if he's reelected, there's a chance that he may become that transformational president, like Ronald Reagan was and like FDR was.
Well, I think only if we make him, only if there is a movement that's strong enough that he has to go back and find his way in relationship to it. And it was a movement that was created before Barack Obama, that took back the Congress, that challenged Bush, almost beat him when he's running as a wartime president. Right. That inspired a young Barack Obama to think there's something moving out here that I can get in front of and be part of. And that set the stage for that scene you just showed, where he was calling people for the change that the country was desperate for. And now we've got to recreate that movement.
I agree. And you're doing a fine job of it with the Take Back the American Dream conference. It's going to be here in D.C. once again. When, where?
Right. This month, coming Monday through Wednesday in D.C. at the Hilton Hotel. Come to our website, ourfuture.org. You can register still. It's going to be an incredible gathering of activists and leaders from around the country. with people really laying out plans, challenging where we go as a country and where we go as a movement to build an independent politics.
Great. Robert, thank you so much for being with us
Pleasure.
tonight. Good luck, and I'll see you at the conference.